What's up guys, today I'm going to be giving you some tips and tricks on painting the wheels on your vehicle.
My name is Zach Ellis and welcome to my journey. I don't know where I'm going or how I'm going to get there, but I'm going to be tearing shit up every step of the way. Along with a few friends, of course. Honestly, I don't know what I'm doing. I'll be building, modifying, repairing, fabricating, and racing every chance I get. But if you enjoyed this content, don't forget to smash the subscribe button and of course, enjoy the video.
The tires I got are Cooper Adventurer ATs. They're 265/70, 17-inch rims. The truck comes stock with, I believe it's 235/65 16s. Something like that. It's a much smaller tire. I think it's like 1.5 inches taller. But basically today I'm just going to be showing you tips and tricks on how to paint the wheel. The wheel is just a steel wheel. The previous owner painted them, I guess it's like a gray color. So I'm going to spray them black instead of the gray color. So what you're going to need to paint your wheels is, first thing is a primer. This is just a self-etching primer. All this stuff I got at Lowe's. I think this was $6. Pretty simple. The other thing is you're going to need the color you're painting. So I decided to go gloss black. All these are Rust-Oleum, as you see. The main reason for this is trying to switch up the look that I have now. I'm currently running the same exact wheel and tire setup, just instead of the black it's like a grayish color, and I'm not a huge fan. I've been running these for about 2 years now, and I think it's coming time for a change. Once these tires really burn themselves out, I'll go ahead and swap them over. You can see we're getting close to the wear indicator, but still got a little life left in them. The next thing you'll need is some sandpaper. So sandpaper is just to scuff the wheel. I mean, these were pretty crudely painted, so I'm just gonna scuff them up a little bit to help the paint have something to stick to. I would say this is a pretty critical step. You skip this step, your paint may not stick. The last thing you need are note cards. This is, in my opinion, the easiest method to painting a wheel. Basically, you take the note card out, you just shimmy it right here between the tire and the rim. You go all the way around, and that gives you a perfect clean edge between the wheel and the tire. The last thing you want is to get overspray onto your tire because it looks terrible. But with all that being said, the first thing we're going to do is go ahead, start sanding these off, clean up all the residue from sanding, and then we'll put our first coat of primer. Alright, now I got the wheels pretty much completely scuffed up. I wasn't sanding all the paint off, I'm just scratching the surface. There's a few areas on the wheels that had started to oxidize, a few rust bubbles. So I'm going to go ahead and dig into those a little bit closer and then clean the dust off and start priming. Alright, so here's one of the areas that I was talking about starting to look oxidized. So I'm just going to try and scratch off any big chunks. So you can see there, it's coming right off. Cool, so we're gonna blow the dust off of these, maybe spritz them down with some water, dry them, prep them, and start priming them. You can see why we hose it off and wash it, just because that was all the residual dust left on the wheel. Realistically, you should probably soap and water this, but I don't really give a shit. So this is gonna be fine. If it starts to bubble, I'll sand it down and paint it again in 6 months from now. Alright, so we got the note cards all installed. Now the wheels are ready for paint. So my only tip right now, and this is the first time I've ever encountered this issue, is the note card. So I got some like cheap CVS note cards. I would recommend getting higher quality note card, mainly something thicker. These are so thin that you can't really jam them between the tire and the wheel. So what I ended up having to do was lay a bunch out in a line, tape them together on the backside, and then stick them in there. It's not really a big deal, but it would be a lot quicker if you had a nicer quality note card. You can just stick in there and keep moving. But now the wheels are all set, I'm gonna go ahead and start priming them. Alright, I got my first coat down. We're gonna let it settle for a few minutes. Then we're gonna come back and put the second coat. Just remember to keep the coats relatively light. You go too thick, you start to get runs, and then your wheel looks like crap. Alright, so it's been about 20 minutes. The primer is all set, so we're gonna start laying the black down. Alright, so we got 3 coats of black on the wheels. I don't think I'm going to do any more. It looks pretty good right now. What I'm actually going to do is pull the note cards off. I'm going to flip the wheels up and paint the backside a little bit. Alright, so fronts of the wheels are done with 3 coats. I just finished the backside. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up some of my trash and then wheel them into the garage. We'll come back out another day and test fit them and see how they look. Alright, it's the next day now. With the help of YouTube magic, I'm gonna have these new wheels and tires installed in about 2 seconds. There you go. Let me know how you guys think it looks in the comments down below. Let's take a closer look at it real quick. The paint came out pretty good on both of them. I don't know that I love the black look yet, but we'll see. I'm sure it'll grow on me. And then the backs. The tires really need to be washed. I might go to the car wash real quick and scrub them down, but overall, not a terrible look. Not terrible. It's gonna be nice to have some tread too again. Versus before, these were the old ones, and the tread was at the end of its life. Not terrible, but getting close. I don't know that I'm completely sold on the black wheels yet, but it looks good enough for me. If you guys got some help out of this video, like this, leave a comment down below, and of course subscribe to the channel. The SRT4 is going to be done here in a few days. They say next week, so hopefully in 3 or 4 days I'll have it back and we'll get content back made for that. I do have some things lined up that I want to do to the car, so as soon as I get it back, I'll probably do a video of me getting it from the body shop, and then we'll roll right into more modifications on it. But other than that, I'll see you guys next time.